Araghchi, which is the foreign minister of the Islamic Republic, had an interview where he said so many things that is becoming major, causing a lot of drama and infighting within the Islamic Republic, even before then, even more than usual. So a lot of people are hating on him, attacking him. Uh, he he kind of attacked the supreme leader indirectly. He threw the IRGC under the bus. He suggested that they should have had the ceasefire earlier, and if I had the ceasefire earlier, Larijani would be alive today. He defended a lot of the positions of, you know, the capitulating to the Americans. He defended that. It was really bad. He kind of made himself to look like the victim in all of this, but so many people have been hating on him. The pro-regime, anti-MOU people have been hating on him a lot since then. But yeah, go on, Raham.
Hey, is my audio better?
Yep, somewhat better. Yeah.
Okay, beauty. Yeah, so we talked about it a little bit last time, and I think I've listened to the interviews 3 times. There's a lot of stuff that I was trying to understand, and I need you to clear something up for me, Armin, because I usually when I listen to these jihadi news, as Jeff says, I can decipher what they're saying pretty well. But you disagreed with something that I said, and it was that I was saying he was saying that like our camp wants peace, and he was distancing himself from the IRGC, and he was kind of saying, well, they didn't want to, they wanted to keep fighting, and I think you brought up the MOU, and I was mostly talking about the beginning the war started, and then I was talking about the ceasefire, and I actually sent you a message. If you guys, whoever's watching it, if you go to the minute 27 of the interview, the pretty much on right on the at minute 27, the interviewer keeps asking Araghchi, so who was against the ceasefire? And he's like, oh, there were some people. He asks them 3 times, and then he asks them if the IRGC was against it, and he said, well, they had to be convinced because they have all the power, and they have to be convinced. In Farsi, he said, خب اونا باید قانع بشن که انجام بشه. So I wanted to get your take on that, whether I misunderstood that or what was going on, because it's kind of important to me to decipher the shit these guys say properly. So
قانع باشن یا بشن؟
بشن. گفتش که اونا باید قانع بشن که بشه. With like a smirk on his face.
That doesn't tell me much. It could
basically the way I understood it is that they had to be convinced to agree to the ceasefire. And that's why I was saying that. Okay, fair enough.
It could either mean that. Let me finish. It could either mean that we had to convince them, like we had to convince the IRGC for them to accept the MOU and the ceasefire and the negotiations, or it could mean that without them being convinced, nothing would happen, right? So it could mean both ways. It could mean that, oh yeah, they agreed with us, or it could mean that we made them agree. It could mean both ways. It could go both ways.
I took it as meaning that they had to be convinced by us, and that was like the kind of the tone that I got for the most of it. But I think you took it the other way, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I didn't. I take it as him being sleazy and not making it clear and being vague about it.
Okay, fair enough. And then the other point that I want to kind of highlight on. Thank you for the clarification. I appreciate it. I've been out of Iran for 25 years, so my Farsi sometimes betrays me. The other part was that he had this, debonair, we are strong, don't fuck with us, or we'll make you pay kind of a vibe to him the whole time. He's saying, the whole region found out that we are a powerhouse. The whole world found out that we are a powerhouse. And, the interviewer was kind of stroking his balls a few times too by not challenging him and just saying, like, he was just basically a yes man. And the interesting thing is that you guys are so strong, why the fuck have you not once attacked Israel yet, right? And this narrative that, oh, if you fuck with us, we're going to destroy the whole region, essentially just terrorist talk is the part that he focused on for a lot of the interview, funny enough. And he kept saying, oh, like if you hit us, we have to hit the U.S. assets in your countries. We're not at war with you, but we're going to hit the U.S. Locations in your countries. But at the same time, it's like, well, you're hitting civilian locations. So how does this even work? But we all know this guy's a sleazebag, and he was just trying to. It was basically just a propaganda piece to show force. But I think it mostly it just backfired on them because everybody's talking about it and just shitting on him left and right. So I just needed clarification on that and want to highlight on that. So thank
So
you guys.
when he says the whole world saw how strong we are, and we did this and we did that, that's the audience is not the he. That's basically the precondition that you have to say this um to cover your own ass when while you're talking, right? Like this is like these are the statements that you have to just make, or else you're going to like it's basically the basics that you have to cover, right? If you don't cover that, then what's wrong? Like, because these people everybody is being accused of being Zionist and being American and being against the Islamic Republic and traitors and not loyal to the Islamic Republic, not loyal to the ideals of the revolution. So you have to go through this motion of saying these things all the time just to cover your bases before you say anything else. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. The annoying part is that I know obviously he was mostly talking to his own people inside, but the issue is that people outside are now echoing that and using it
Yeah,
to
no,
say, "Oh,
I'm
U.S.
not
hasn't done
negating that.
this," and
I'm not negating what you're saying. I'm just adding an information that everybody needs to know. Like you know how when we start these group calls, Danny, for example, gives the basic of how we do things here, right? Like this is like when you start like when you do these interviews, um, kind of you have to cover that. Like, oh yeah, we're strong. We humiliated them. America is nothing. Zionists have been humiliated. We're winning this. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Like you just have to cover that, and if you don't, it's gonna look pretty bad if you don't cover that. You're gonna be like, okay, this guy is obviously not with us.
yeah, of
Make
course,
sense?
he's got to play the game for his audience, right?
Everybody like there's so much division, but there's some basics that everybody has to cover. One of them is that, or else you're with the enemy.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good questions, by the way. I like these more nuanced, detailed questions. I love them. If I like there's two types of questions I like the most when people want to make sense of the type of decision making process in Islam, um and then also within the politics of the Islamic Republic, when people go deep into asking why are they doing this, who's that, why are they doing that, why are they taking this position, what is the strategy over here, both in Islam and within the Islamic Republic, because I feel like all of the stuff that I covered, like followed for so many years, will go to waste if I don't share it. So when somebody asks, I would like, oh my god, let me put this out
Can I just add one thing? I think there's a deep level of appreciation and respect that Armin gets from people who've lived in Iran and know the Islamic regime, because the way that he explains these things is not that obvious to a lot of people who are well aware of how this regime operates. Like I have a pretty good understanding of how the Islamic regime works and operates, and their lingo. Like he says, you have to translate the translation afterwards. But I miss a bunch of stuff that I was like, holy fuck, how did I not catch this? And then the way he explains it, and his knowledge base is so detailed, and it's so good. So I'm so happy that I found you and I'm connected to you in this way. So I appreciate you, man.
there. No, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.